Hi all, very happy evening for all the viewers. Please check the audio connectivity, sir, before we start the class. Hi everyone, hi Rohan, hi Deepak, happy evening. Pranshu, happy evening, sir. Yadu, happy evening. Varun, happy evening, everyone. Deena, happy evening. Please comment on the audio before we start the session in another 2 minutes of time. I hope the audio is clear. Very good. I'm getting a positive feedback with respect to the audio. Sandeep, increase the volume. The sound will automatically increase once I start the class, sir. Probably my voice will be little low as of now, but as I proceed with my class, it will be, I hope it will be clear. Today we are discussing some very good questions which has come in the exam also. We are discussing a concept of allegations. For all the students who attended today morning class from 6:15 to 8 o'clock, we discussed the concept on mixtures. Using the same concept of mixtures, we will derive the concept of allegations. Now let us start the class, sir. Please write down the heading: problems based on allegations. Problems based on allegations. Problems based on allegations. Now, before I move on to the problems, first let us understand the concept. Now, for all the people, we took a question today morning. Whoever has attended mixtures will be able to correlate much better with me. If you have not attended today's morning class, that's still okay with me. You will be able to understand it. Listen to this carefully. I took a question today morning. The question says, 68 kgs of apples costing rupees 63 per kg is mixed with 85 kgs of apples costing rupees 81 per kg. Your question is, find the average cost price of the resultant apples per kg. When I took this problem today morning, that time also I told you that I will start with this today evening so that you will understand the concept of allegations. Now, how did I find the average cost price? I found out the average cost price as 61 for 1 kg it is 63 rupees. For 68 kgs it is 63 into 68. Similarly, for 1 kg it is 81. For 85 kgs it is 81 into 85 divided by sum of the quantities divided by total number of quantities. 68 plus 85. 68 plus 85 is 153. Right? It is 153. Then I used a concept of tentative average to find out the final answer, which I got the average cost price in this problem as 73 rupees. I hope students who have attended today's morning class will be able to correlate it much better. Now, listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. Same analogy I will use it here also. 63 rupees is the price of the first product, right? This is the price of the first product. 68 is nothing but the first quantity, right? Quantity of the first product. 81 rupees is the price of the second product. 85 is nothing but the second quantity. So if I use the similar analogy, can I say that this is P1, this is Q1 mixed with, this is P2, this is Q2. If I find out the average, Average I will call it as a small letter p, right? Average I will call it as a small letters p. How to find the average? Average p is nothing but 63 into 68, right? 63 into 68. In this case it is P1 into Q1, 81 into 85. Here it is P2 into Q2 divided by 68 plus 85. Q1 plus Q2. The same thing whatever I have written with the numerical values on the left hand side, I am using variables to derive the equation. Now, if I cross multiply P into Q1, it is PQ1 plus PQ2 is equal to P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2, right? P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2. Shift it to the right hand side, left hand side. Shift it to the right hand side. This becomes PQ1 minus P1 Q1. PQ1 minus P1 Q1. This is equal to PQ1 minus P1 Q1 is equal to this side, right hand side, it becomes P2 Q2 minus PQ2, right? P2 Q2 minus PQ2. If I further simplify it, if I take Q1 common factor in this, this becomes Q1 into P minus P1. If I take Q2 common factor in this, this is Q2 into P2 minus P, right? Q2 into P2 minus P. If I shift it, if I shift this Q2 to the left hand side and this term to the right hand side, the equation finally becomes, right? The equation finally becomes like this. So this becomes Q1 divided by Q2, right? Q1 divided by Q2 is nothing but equal to P2 minus P, right? P2 minus P divided by P minus P1, right? P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. This is the relationship what we will be using in solving our problems. Now listen to this very carefully, sir. This is what it will be given in textbooks also. Now listen to this very carefully. Now observe carefully. Observe carefully, you will understand the flow of this class. Observe carefully. Now if I take this first example, what is given in this question? The price of the, this problem we solved it in mixtures in the morning session, right? We solved it in mixtures. In mixtures problem, the price of the first product P1 is given, the price of the second product P2 is given, and then the ratio in which the two products are mixed, Q1 by Q2, that is also given in the question, right? The ratio in which the two products are mixed, Q1 by Q2 is given. You need to find the average cost price P, right? You need to find the average cost price P. That means in mixtures, prices of two products will be given, the ratio in which the two products will be given, you need to find the average cost price. But in allegation, the prices of two products will be given. P1 and P2 will be given, right? P1 and P2 will be given. I will write it like this. The prices of two products P1 and P2 will be given. The average price P will be given. You need to find the ratio in which the two products are mixed. Q1 by Q2 ratio you need to find, and that Q1 by Q2 is given by, P2 minus P, P2 minus P divided by P minus P1, right? P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. Very, very, very important notation. The ratio in which the two products are mixed is always given by higher value minus the average divided by average minus the lower value, right? Average minus the lower value. The proof is nothing but what I have discussed in the middle part of the screen. I hope it is clear, sir. That is the proof for this equation. That means there is no difference between mixtures and allegations. There is not much difference. Why there is not much difference? I took a mixture problem which we solved in the morning and I derived the equation for allegation concept. If I use the mixtures and derive it for allegations, they both are considered as one or less. They both are more or less the same thing. That means, can I say that in mixtures, prices of two products will be given, ratio will be given. You need to find the average cost price. But in allegation, prices will be given, average will be given. You need to find the ratio in which the two products are mixed. That is the only difference between mixtures and alligations. That means what you need to understand here is in mixtures, whatever is asked in the mixtures, that will be given in alligation. Similarly, whatever is asked in alligation, that will be given in mixtures. That is the only difference between mixtures and alligations. I hope it is clear, sir. Prices of two products will be given, average price will be given. You need to find the ratio in which the two products are mixed. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. The proof is also explained very, very clearly. How you got this? This is the proof. The proof is explained very clearly in this case. Clear, sir? Now see here. Just to make you very, very clear even more, now observe carefully. This problem on mixtures, we solved it in morning. I'll go to a fresh page. We solved the question on mixtures morning. What is the question? Again I am writing that question. 68 kgs of apples purchased at 63 rupees per kg is mixed with 85 kgs of apples purchased at 81 rupees per kg. You need to find the average cost price of the resultant apples per kg. This we need to find, and we got that answer as 73 in the morning, right? We got it as 73. How 73? That also I have solved it already here, right? That we got it as 73. Now see here, this is a question on mixtures. Why? Because prices of two products are given. The ratio in which the two products, 17 into 4, 17 into 5, Q1 by Q2 ratio is given as 4:5 in the question. You need to find the average cost price. Now suppose, let me reverse it. The same question, if I want to solve it in alligations, how the question will be there is, prices of two products will be given, 63 and 81 will be given, average cost price 73 will be given in the question, right? Average cost price 73 will be given. You need to find the ratio in which the two products are mixed. Q1 by Q2, whatever you will get. How much you should get the answer Q1 by Q2? You should get it as 4:5. Let us check whether we will get it as 4:5. If I apply 81 minus 73, 81 minus 73 is 8. 73 minus 63, that is nothing but 10. 8 by 10 is nothing but 4 by 5. That is what is mentioned here also. That means both mixtures and alligations, both are one and the same. I hope the concept is clear, sir. I hope it is clear. Whatever is given in mixtures will be asked in alligation. Whatever is asked in alligation, whatever is given in alligations will be asked in mixture. That's the only difference. Rest all remains the same. Rocking garage, little tricky, sir. Probably after some problems it might be little easy for you, sir. Let us check it out. Amareshwari, suppose P1 has a greater value, then sir, you will get a negative sign, you will also get a negative sign in the denominator. Anyway, negative divided by negative will be positive. It makes no difference, ma. I hope it is clear. Now listen to this carefully. Now let us solve some questions in alligations. Only in one of the problem it was used Deepak. Santosh, I will not go little fast, sir. I will go little slow. I request you to have some patience. I hope it is clear, Santosh. Morning also I told you very clearly. You need to have patience, Santosh. You might be extremely good in aptitude. You might feel that I am repeating the same sentence again and again. But I want everyone to listen to my class very carefully. If you think that I am dragging a lot, probably I can't help you, Santosh. Today morning also I told you the same thing. Please do not make me repeat again. I will go to the next concept which I know when I want to go. Please have patience is my request. I hope it is clear, Santosh. Next. Now see here, sir. I am drafting the question. I'll start with an elementary question. Now see here, first one. First one is similar to whatever we have solved right now. Listen to this carefully, sir. In what ratio? In what ratio should two products costing 310 rupees and 360 rupees should be mixed to get a final mixture worth 325 rupees? Now see here, they are saying that first product is 310, second product is 360. I should get a final mixture worth 325. First product is 310, second is 360. If I mix both of them in some ratio, the final mixture will cost you 325 rupees. In what ratio? If I mix both the products, the final ratio will become 325 rupees. That is the question. Now see here, it's a very easy question to start with. They are asking you the ratio of the quantities. So Q1 by Q2 is P2 minus P. So it is 360 minus 325 divided by P minus P1. 325 minus 310. Right? 325 minus 310. Now this is nothing but 360 minus 325 is 35. 325 minus 310 is 15. 35 by 15 is 7 by 3. So answer for this question is 7:3. That means if I mix both the mixtures or both the products in the ratio 7:3, my final mixture will worth 325 rupees. Right? Now 1 minute, sir. Listen to this carefully. Now suppose, for example, this we solved by using alligations. Right? This we solved by using alligations. Suppose, assume that you don't even know the concept of alligations. Suppose we don't even know what is alligations. This question is given, right? This question is given. What is given in this question? First product is costing 310 rupees. Second product is costing 360 rupees. Convert this alligation question to a mixture. Now think logically. Correct answer for this question is 7:3. What is the meaning of 7:3? Because 7:3 is the correct answer, that will definitely be one of your answer options. That will definitely be the answer option because it's the right answer. So it might be the third option or first option, whatever it is. At some point of a time, if you are solving by answer options, at some point you will pick that option. Suppose I picked that option 7:3, right? I picked that option 7:3. Now prices are given, the ratio in which the products are given. You need to find the average price. I need to get the average price as 325. If I get 325, my assumption of choosing 7:3 is correct. Otherwise, my assumption is incorrect. Let us check it out. Morning we discussed, for all the morning class students, this will be very easy. So it is 310 plus diagonal element is 3. Sum of 3 and 7 is 10. Difference of 360 and 310 is 50. This will cancel out. 3 into 5 is 15. What is 310 plus 15? 325. That is what is given in this case also. That is the reason my answer of 7:3 is also the right answer. I hope it is clear. Even though you don't know how to solve it by alligation concept, you can apply mixtures, convert the question into mixtures, solve by answer options. Rocking Raj, I don't know really what is alligations. That is the reason I am taking the class, sir. When you are combining any two parameters, if you are talking about the resultant, then it will lead to an alligation concept, Rocking Raj. I hope it is clear. First question. Next. Second one. Please observe, first question we are saying that the final mixture worth 325. Whenever such kind of statement, final mixture worth all those things, apply alligation concept. Second question. Now see here. Second one. First let us read the question. The question says, an amount of rupees 194 was collected from 150 students. Let us read it again. An amount of rupees 194 was collected from 150 students. Totally there are 150 students in the class. 194 rupees is collected totally. That is the first statement. Second statement says each boy gives 1.2 rupees and each girl gives 1.4 rupees. Every boy will give 1.2, every girl will give 1.4. Find the number of boys and girls in the class. Right? Find the number of boys and girls in the class. Now listen to this carefully, sir. We understood that there are some boys in the class, there are some girls in the class, right? There are some boys in the class, there are some girls in the class. Now what I will do is, totally there are 150 students, right? Totally there are 150 students. Assume that all 150 students are boys. If I assume that all 150 students are boys, one boy will give 1.2 rupees. 150 boys will give 150 into 1.2. This is nothing but 180 rupees, right? This is nothing but 180 rupees. Similarly, totally there are 150 students. Assume that all 150 are girls. One girl will give 1.4 rupees. 150 girls will give 150 into 1.4. It is 210 rupees, right? It is 210 rupees. That means if all of them are boys, 180 rupees would have been collected totally. If all of them are girls, 210 rupees would have been collected totally. But the question says there are some boys and there are some girls in the class. Because all 150 are not boys and also that all 150 are not girls, and because there are some boys and some girls in the class, the amount collected is not 180, the amount collected is not even 210, but the amount collected is how much? 194 rupees. That is the resultant, right? The amount collected is 194 rupees. Now this is nothing but the resultant. Apply the allegation. Boy by girl ratio is nothing but 210 minus 194. 210 minus 194 is 16. 194 minus 180, this is nothing but 14. 16 by 14 is nothing but 8 by 7. That means boy is to girl is nothing but 8 is to 7, right? Boy is to girl is nothing but 8 is to 7. Your question is, how many boys and girls are there in the class? Boys is nothing but, out of total 8 plus 7, 15 students, 8 students belongs to boys and totally 150 students are there. 15 into 10 is 150, 8 into 10 is 80. There are 80 boys. Out of 150 students, if 80 are boys, remaining 70 should be girls. Very, very easily you can apply the concept of allegations. Answer is 80 boys and 70 girls. I hope it is clear with the concept, sir. Next. Now listen to this. Next question. Answer is 80 and 70. Now, whatever we solved the question right now, similar kind of a question came in the examination. Now listen to this carefully. Similar kind of a question. More or less the concept remains the same. Only thing the scenario is different. Now see here, sir. The question which came is like this. Now, Karishma, we are discussing third problem. Third problem, no person in the entire world will make you solve the tough problem. Please have patience. Now see here. Same logic. In an examination, a student had to attempt all 60 questions, and for your information, this is an exam question. Please listen to this carefully, sir. In an examination, a student had to attempt all 60 questions. Every 60 questions should be answered. That is the meaning of it. Every right answer carries 4 marks and every wrong answer carries minus 1 mark. Right? Every wrong answer carries minus 1 mark. If his final score is 165, how many questions did he attempt correctly? Right? How many questions did he attempt correctly? Now see here. What they are saying is there are some questions which he attempted wrong. There are some questions which he attempted right. Same analogy, whatever I used in the previous problem, I'll apply it again here. Now, totally 60 questions need to be answered. Suppose, assume that all 60 are wrong. For one wrong, it is minus 1. For 60 wrong, it is minus 60 marks. Similarly, assume that all 60 are right. For one right, it is 4 marks. For 60 right answers, it is 4 into 60, 240 marks. But he did not make every question as incorrect, or he did not make every question correct. There are some wrong questions and there are some right questions. And therefore, the final score is not minus 60 or 240, but the final score is how much? 165. Right, final score is 165. Apply allegation. This becomes wrong by right is nothing but 240 minus 165. It is nothing but 75. Right, it is 75 divided by 165 minus of minus 60. It is 165 plus 60, 225. Wrong by right is 1:3. That means wrong is to right is nothing but 1:3. How many wrong answers? Okay, anyway, they are asking the correct answers. How many right answers? Out of total 1 plus 3, 4 questions. 3 questions belongs to correct answer. And total number of questions is 60. 4 into 15 is 60. 3 into 15 is 45. Totally 45 right answers. If they are asking wrong, every 60 should be answered. So remaining 15 should be wrong answer. Same logic, whatever we discussed in the previous problem, we solved it in one of the examination questions which had come. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Answer is 45 and 15. Next one. If we did not attempt some questions, simple answer is data inconsistent, champ. Why will we solve that kind of questions when sufficient data is not given in the question? We cannot solve it. I hope it is clear. Next question, fourth one. Fourth one. Now see here. Suppose your question is the question is like this. If goods are purchased for 450 rupees, this is one of the bank mock examination question. This came in one of the mock examination for a bank exam. Listen to this carefully, sir. If goods are purchased for 450 rupees, 1/3 of them are sold at a loss of 10%. At what profit percentage should he sell the remaining to gain 20% on the whole, right? To gain 20% on the whole. Now, same logic, whenever you have something like on the whole and other things, it refers to allegation kind of a problem, right? Resultant is what they are telling. Now, see here. Suppose, a small example if I want to say, suppose you have a pen in your hand. The pen is covered with a cap. You remove that cap. Cap is slightly smaller compared to the pen. That cap is nothing but 1/3 of the product, right? Cap is 1/3 of the product. You sold this 1/3 of the product at a loss of 10%. That is what is given. one third of them is sold at a loss of 10 percentage. That means whatever the cap, which is the one third of the product you had, you sold it at a loss of 10 percentage. Now think logically. If you have loss initially, that does not mean that the entire day is a loss. You can still make it up. You can still have profit in that particular day. So what you planned is, you still have remaining two third of the product in your hand. You thought in such a way that you should sell that remaining two third of the product in such a way that at the end of the day, if you go home and check it out, the overall profit should be 20%. Even though you had a loss of 20%, 10% initially, if you want to have a gain of 20% overall at the end of the day, how much price you need to sell the remaining two third of the product? That is the question. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. Question says, one third of the product. First of all, what is the meaning of 10% loss? 10% is 10 by 100. That means if the product is 100 rupees, there is a loss of 10 rupees. Loss is 10 rupees is nothing but the price, right? It is nothing but the price. That means the price of the first product P1, it is 10 rupees loss, right? 10 rupees loss, or in other words, it is 10% loss. Now question says, how much is 10% loss? How much quantity? One third of the product is at a loss of 10 percentage. Now the remaining two third of the product, right? The remaining two third of the product, you should sell it at some profit percentage. I don't know how much it is. That is what I am trying to find out in this question, right? At some profit percentage, so that I will have a overall gain of, overall profit is nothing but 20%. This is my resultant or the average. I hope it is clear. Once you write the diagram easily, once you write the diagram properly, the equation or whatever it is becomes very easy. Q1 by Q2 is nothing but P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. Q1 by Q2 is nothing but 1 by 3 divided by 2 by 3. By 3 will cancel. So it is 1 by 2. P2 minus P is x minus 20 divided by P minus P1. 20 minus of minus 10. 20 plus 10 is 30. The only unknown variable is x. Cross multiply and simplify, you will get the value of x as 35%. That means even though I had a loss of 10% initially, if I want to have a profit of 20% overall at the end of the day, at what profit percentage I should sell two third of the product? Answer is 35%. I hope everyone is clear with the way it is being explained. I hope it is clear, sir. Ram Kumar, sir, he asked correctly. So why do you have to? Why you have chosen 60? It must be 240. 240 is only what I chose, Ram Kumar. Where did I choose 60? For one right answer, it is 4 marks. For 60 right answer, it is 4 into 60. 240 is only what I wrote there. Check out with the previous question. 240 is only what I wrote. Neha and Rocking Raj. Now this is for you, sir. Neha. They are saying that one third is sold at 10% loss. Loss is nothing but negative. 10% loss I am selling. How much? One third of the quantity, right? One third is sold at 10% loss. At what profit percentage should he sell the remaining? One third over means remaining is two third. Two third of the product should be sold at what profit percentage? That is what I am finding. So that he will gain 20% on the whole. So that the overall money or the profit what I will be getting is 20%. Apply the logic. P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. Q1 by Q2 is nothing but 1 by 3 divided by 2 by 3. 3 will cancel. It is 1 by 2. P2 minus P is nothing but x minus 20 divided by 20 minus of minus 10. 20 plus 10 is 30. I hope it is clear. 20 minus of minus 10 is 30. Neha, is it clear? Raj, is it clear, sir? Next question. Next one. Now, please try to solve this question. I am sure most of the students who are watching this video, they are little fast in answering. I am sure you can answer this question, sir. Just try it out. 1 minute of time. Try this question, sir. The students of 3 classes X, Y and Z wrote a test. The average marks of students of X, Y and Z are 70, 81 and 90. The average marks of students of X and Y is 76. Y and Z is 86. Find the average marks of students of all the 3 classes to the nearest integer. Ritesh, you can actually solve it faster in lesser time with practice, sir. That's the only thing I can say. It is not difficult there. It is becoming time consuming because I am explaining very slowly. That is the reason I am taking 2 minutes to solve a problem, which can actually be solved in 10 seconds with practice. Is it not visible, Ritesh? I am again increasing the font. I hope it is visible now, sir. Please solve this question. Any answer, sir? Sanvin. For all the students who are asking, Sanvin, there is only one notation which we are using. P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. You can actually directly write it, right? Why do you want to write that notation every time and solve it in your exam? So basically what I am trying to say is this notation is something which is actually discussed in the concept when I started the class. That means that is the concept that we are using to solve the problems on alligations. Alligations can always be solved as higher minus average divided by average minus lower. That is the concept that needs to be used, Sarmin. Ritesh, I am reading the question for the last time. The students of 3 classes XYZ wrote a test. The average marks of students of XYZ are 70, 81 and 90 respectively. The average marks of students of X and Y is 76. The average marks of students of Y and Z is 86. Find the average marks of the students of all the 3 classes to the nearest integer. Now, listen to this carefully, sir. Let us solve this problem. I got only one answer from a student. Let us check whether it is right or wrong. Now, before moving on to this particular problem, anyway, I will take a compound ratios more and more questions tomorrow, which I had already explained the concept in our previous classes. But just in case if there are some new students who are listening for the first time, I am explaining one more time. Now see here. This ratios is what I will be taking tomorrow, sir. A is to B is 2 is to 3. B is to C is 4 is to 1. I want to find A is to B is to C. Right? I want to find A is to B is to C. Now, to find the first variable, multiply all the first terms. 2 into 4 is 8. Right? 2 into 4 is 8. To find the last variable, multiply all the last terms. 3 into 1 is 3, right? 3 into 1 is 3. Now the middle variable B is missing. This is nothing but A is to B. Compare with original A is to B. In original A is to B, A value is 2. But here A value is 8. 2 is becoming 8. Multiply by 4. 3 also multiply by 4. 3 into 4 is how much? 12. That means A is to B is to 3. C is 8 is to 12 is to 3. One more example before I move on to the next actual question. A is to B is 3 is to 2. B is to C is 1 is to 4. C is to D is 2 is to 1. I want to find A is to B is to C is to D. Right? I want to find A is to B is to C is to D. Now listen to this carefully. Same logic. To find the first variable, multiply all the first terms. 3 into 1 into 2 is 6. Similarly, to find the last variable, multiply all the last terms. 2 into 4 into 1 is 8. Now middle variables B and C are missing. This is nothing but A is to B. Compare with original A is to B. In original A is to B, A value is 3. But here A value is 6. 3 is becoming 6. Multiply by 2. 2 also multiply by 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Similarly, this is B is to C. Compare with original B is to C. In original B is to C, B value is 1. But here it is 4. 1 is becoming 4 multiply by 4. 4 also multiply by 4. 4 into 4 is 16. Further simplify, you will get the value. I hope it is clear. Now see here. This is the methodology which we will be using for the question which I drafted. Now see here. For the question whatever I drafted 2 minutes before, I will use this methodology to solve it. Now listen to this carefully, sir. See here. Let us read statement by statement right now. Please read the question. The students of 3 classes X, Y and Z wrote a test. The average marks of X, Y and Z are 70, 81 and 90. X, Y, Z. It is 70, 81 and 90. They are also saying that average marks of X and Y is 76. For X and Y, average marks is 76 and average marks of Y and Z is 86. For Y and Z, the average marks is 86. Right? The average marks is 86. Now, listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. This is X is to Y. If I allocate it, X by Y is nothing but 81 minus 76. It is 5. 76 minus 70. It is 6. X is to Y is 5 is to 6. Apply the same logic here. This is Y is to Z. Allocate. Y by Z is 90 minus 86. It is 4. 86 minus 81. It is 5. Right? 86 minus 81. It is 5. If I solve it, this becomes X is to Y is 5 is to 6. Y is to Z is 4 is to 5. Now, if I simplify by compound ratio, Raj, please listen to this step. If I simplify by compound ratio, X is to Y is to Z is to find the first variable, multiply all the first terms. 5 into 4 is 20. To find the last variable, multiply all the last terms. 6 into 5 is 30. Middle variable B is missing, Raj. 5 is becoming 20. This is multiply by 4. 6 also multiply by 4. So if I simplify further, this becomes 10 is to 12 is to. So 2 into 10, 2 into 12, 2 into 15. Right? 10 is to 12 is to 15. But the question is, find the average marks of all 3 classes together to the nearest integer. Morning we discussed the concept of averages. Average marks is nothing but 70 into 10. Right? 70 students into 10. So it is 70 into 10 plus 81 into 12. Right? Plus 81 into 12 plus 90 into 15 divided by 10 plus 12 is nothing but 22. 22 plus 15 is 37. Simplify this, you will get the answer approximately 81. They are asking you to approximate to the nearest integer. I hope it is clear. How to find that average, that we have discussed in our morning session. Students who have attended my morning session will be able to understand it much more easily. The last step. I hope it is clear, sir. Please make use of the concept of compound ratios whenever all the three parameters are given and two at a time are given. Compound ratios. Anyway, we will discuss ratios class tomorrow. In that, I will also take some more varieties in compound ratios so that you will understand where all you can apply compound ratios concepts. Next. Next question. Next question is again an original examination question. Again 1 minute or 2 minutes of time. Please try to solve it, sir. I am drafting the question on the screen. Please try to solve this question. 1 minute of time. Rocking Raj, this is my third reminder for you. I told you that you need to call me one day before itself, probably if I remember right yesterday. I believe that I need to give you little more personal attention, but still I haven't received your call, sir. I'll definitely help you out provided you call to my number. This is the third reminder for you, Rocking Raj. Yesterday itself I told you a couple of times. Today I am telling you one more time. I will definitely help you out because I believe that you need a little more personal attention. So I will definitely help you out, but I definitely need you to call me so that I can help you out. Last 30 seconds of time for this question, sir. Anyone got the answer? $11, 18.8, 8, 18.2, 18 approximately. Multiple answers we are getting. Amareshwari, morning session begins at 6:15 a.m. 6:15. Now see here, sir. Let us come back to this problem. Listen to this carefully. Same logic I will implement. Let us read statement by statement. See here. First statement says, two varieties of wheat are mixed in the proportion of 3:4. That means the ratio in which the two varieties are mixed, Q1 by Q2, is given in this question as 3/4. Right? It is given in this question as 3/4. Next statement. And the mixture is sold at 28 rupees per kg. Selling price is given as 28 rupees at a profit of 40%. Profit percentage is given as 40%. Right? Profit percentage is given as 40%. Now listen to this carefully. The next statement says, if the second variety of wheat costs 3 rupees more than the first variety of wheat, what is the cost price of the first variety of wheat? First variety of wheat cost price is how much they are asking. Now, I don't know what is the cost of first variety of wheat. I will assume it as some variable. Let the cost price of first variety, let first variety cost price, let it be x. So you take any other whatever you want. So question says second variety costs 3 rupees more than first variety. That means second variety will be x plus 3, right? Second will be x plus 3. Now listen to this carefully. First variety is x, second variety is x plus 3, but x is nothing but the cost price. X plus 3 is also the cost price of the second variety, but in the question they are saying as selling price. You cannot write here as 28 because this is cost price, this is cost price, this also should be cost price. So you should make that cost price, make that selling price, convert it to a cost price. Now see here, they have given in the question that profit percentage is 40%. 40% is 2 by 5. This is for all the students who have attended my profit loss and discount. Denominator is always your initial value. That means cost price is 5 rupees. If it is profit percentage, numerator is profit. Profit is 2 rupees. So selling price will be 5 plus 2, 7 rupees. But question says selling price is 28 rupees. 7 into 4 is 28. 5 into 4 is 20. That means instead of writing cost selling price as 28, I can also equivalently write cost price as 20 for a profit of 40%. That means this is cost price. This is cost price. This also should be cost price, right? This also should be cost price. Now if I simplify by using alligations, Q1 by Q2, Q1 by Q2 is nothing but P2 minus P. So it is x plus 3 minus 20 divided by P minus P1, 20 minus x. But in the question Q1 by Q2 is already given as 3 by 4, right? It is given in the question as 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is nothing but x minus 17 divided by 20 minus x. Cross multiply and simplify. You will get the value of x as 128 by 7 rupees. That means answer for this question is 128 by 7. I hope everyone has understood the concept. First variety if it costs x. Second variety is 3 rupees more than x. So it is x plus 3. Okay. I am just removing my voice audio system and putting it again, Naveen. Please check it out after this. Now check for the audio, sir. First variety is x. Second variety is 3 more than x. It is x plus 3. I wrote x and x plus 3. They are cost prices, but the resultant I should not write it as a selling price. All the three should be of the same parameters. That means can I write it? If this is cost price, this is cost price, this also should be cost price. But question is given as selling price. Convert that selling price with a profit of 40% to a cost price. I got it as 20. So put it there. Now allocate it. Q1 by Q2 is nothing but P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. It is given in the question that Q1 by Q2 is 3 by 4. Simplify it. You will get the value of the variable. Jeffy, Susan, I already repeated, sir. Probably this part, for any new joinee who has not attended my profit loss and discount topic, this particular part might be little confusing for you. But it is a very, very easy thing if you have attended my profit loss and discount class. That is one of the reason I say you can go for the 96 hours video content where you need not worry about what you have missed. It's all about gaining. Even if you have missed out of the initial classes of mine which I have taken from the last 1 week 10 days, you can still listen to all the topics without any problem, without any disconnects. unlimited number of times. I hope everyone is clear with this particular problem. Next question. Next one. Now see here. Now this question also has come in the exam, sir, and it has come so many times in the exam. Now listen to this carefully. This question, I am just drafting the question. Very logically we will solve this question. See here, sir. The question is like this. You can type these questions in Google. You will come to know which year it is asked. You will come to know a lot of things, lot of numerical values, different numbers, all those things solved by using the same question. Now see here. First let us read the question. The question says, fresh dates contain 90% water and dry dates contain 28% water. How many kgs of dry dates can be obtained from 36 kgs of fresh dates? Right? How many kgs of dry dates can be obtained from 36 kgs of fresh dates? Now listen to this carefully, sir. What is the concept of alligation? You have some price. First price of the first product. You have the price of the second product. The resultant of these two will give me the average or the resultant value price P. Right? Average or the resultant price P. Now, this is nothing but this is the case where I will apply the alligations. That means if I combine any two parameters, I should get the resultant as the third parameter. That is nothing but alligation. I am repeating again. If I combine any two parameters, the resultant of those two parameters should be the third parameter. That is nothing but my average or the resultant value. Now listen to this carefully. There are three parameters in this question. First parameter is fresh dates, right? First parameter is fresh dates. Second parameter is dry dates, right? Second is dry dates. And the third parameter is water. First parameter is fresh dates. Second parameter is dry dates. And the third parameter is water. Now think logically and tell me, sir, any two if I combine, which two parameters when I combine, I will get the resultant as the third parameter. Which two if I combine, I will get the resultant. Logically speaking, if I have dry dates with me, for dry dates if I put water, if I have dry dates combined with water, the resultant will become the fresh dates. That is the logical way of solving, right? Dry dates combined with water, resultant is the fresh dates. That means dry dates I will combine with water. Whatever the resultant that I am getting, that is nothing but my average fresh date, right? That is nothing but average fresh date. Now very easy once you understand this. The question says dry dates contain 28% water. That means dry dates contain, what is the percentage of water in dry dates? 28%. Water contain how much water? Water contains 100% water. Fresh dates contain how much water? Fresh dates contain 90% water. Alligate it. When I alligate this, this becomes dry dates divided by water is 100 minus 90, it is 10. 90 minus 28, it is 62. 10 by 62 is 5 by 31. That means, can I say that dry dates is to water is nothing but 5 is to 31, right? It is 5 is to 31. Now, what is the question? Please read the last statement in the question. How many kgs of dry dates can be obtained from 36 kgs of fresh dates? Fresh is nothing but dry plus water. That means, can I say that how many kgs of dry dates can be obtained from 36 kgs of fresh dates? That means, out of total 5 plus 31, dry plus water is nothing but fresh, right? Out of total 5 plus 31, which is 36 kgs of fresh dates, how many kgs of dry dates can be obtained? 5 kgs of dry dates can be obtained. Answer for this question is 5 kgs. I hope it is clear. 5 plus 31 is 36, and that 36 is nothing but fresh only, because dry plus water is nothing but fresh. Answer for this question is 5 kgs. Very logical way of solving the questions. Please do not unnecessarily waste your time by applying something which is not required for a problem. Try to think the problem in a different way so that you can solve it in a slightly easier way. Ravi Kumar, how divided by 7, sir? If you solve that equation, whatever I wrote in the previous problem, you will get that 7 automatically, sir. Sai Vikas, please repeat. Rocking Raj, how can write water 100%? Rocking Raj, in water, how much percentage of water will be there? Water is nothing but water only, right? That means water is nothing but one complete entity of water. One complete entity represents 100%. This is nothing, okay. This is Hitesh. Solve 2 to 3 more questions based on this model. To answer your question, Hitesh, please type this question in Google. You will get 7 to 8 models based on this model. You will definitely enjoy this logic. Please try to solve it. Chetan, any other method for solving this question? I always try to teach the best method, Chetan. Any other method, you will always find it in Google. Now, for the students who asked me to repeat, Sai Vikas, I am repeating it for you, sir. Now, see here, Sai Vikas. There are 3 parameters, fresh, dry and water. Resultant is always nothing but combination of 2 parameters. When I put water to dry dates, that will result in fresh dates. That means resultant is fresh date. Here fresh dates will come. This is dry, this is water. Dry dates contain 28% water, Sai Vikas. That is the reason I wrote 28. Water is containing 100% water. That is the reason I wrote 100. Fresh dates contain 90% water. That is why I wrote 90. Right? Now see here. If I alligate 100 by 100 minus 90 is 10. 90 minus 28 is 62. So this is 5 by 31. 5 is to 31. 5 is to 31 means dry plus water is nothing but fresh. Read the question, Sai Vikas. How many kgs of dry dates, you want dry dates, can be obtained from 36 kgs of fresh dates. Fresh dates is nothing but combination of these two. That means 5 plus 31 is 36 itself. So out of total 36 kgs of fresh dates, how many kgs dry dates can you obtain? 5 kgs. Answer is 5 kgs. Prem Kumar, sir, if 36, if not 36, any other value is present. Very good question, Prem Kumar. That is the reason proportionality concept is discussed. Suppose, for example, how many kgs of dry dates can be obtained from 40 kgs of fresh dates? Prem Kumar, this is for you. Can be obtained from 40 kgs of fresh dates. According to the ratio, total fresh dates is 36 kgs. According to ratio, it is 36. According to question, it is 40. According to ratio, dry dates is 5 kgs. According to question, how much? Find out the multiplying factor or cross multiply. Prem Kumar, I believe that I have answered your question, sir. Albus, till which date these classes will be conducted? We are not sure, sir. We will be disclosing very soon. That is the reason we are helping all the students in getting a huge discount with our 96 hours video content, so that they can, it will be there with them for the next 1 year of time. Hitesh, so many times I tried to solve such question but unable apply concept. After watching solution I am able to solve. Very good, Hitesh. Happy for you. Deepak, some questions here it is given as dry dates and fresh dates. Instead of dates it is given as pulp in some other question. That's the only difference, sir. Whatever the parameter, it really does not make difference. You are right, Deepak. You can apply it. Hitesh, just type. My suggestion is just type in Google this question. You will get multiple questions. Please try it out. Even if you still cannot get it after you try it out, I am always there to help you out. All bus 96 hours package or whatever it is. Right now I will not give much information, sir. I might give at the end of the session. Please call to my number right after the session is over, or if possible right now immediately message me so that I will call you after the session is over, or if my number is busy, call to my other director number 9985851158. You can watch all the videos sitting in your home at any point of a time. Very good. Everyone is getting the logic. I hope it is clear, sir. These are some questions which are definitely very important for your exam, and these are nothing but your examination questions. Next one. Next question. Now see here. I am drafting the question. Just give me some time, sir. Probably the last 3 questions of today's class. Listen to this carefully. Now see here. This is one of the question which a student posted in live chat today morning. I don't remember the name of the student, but he asked me to solve this question, and I told at that point of a time that I will solve this question today evening when I take Alligations class. This is for that student and all the other students who are listening to this class. Now listen to this carefully, sir. The question says, first let us read the question, understand it. Tea worth rupees 126 per kg and rupees 135 per kg are mixed with a third variety in the ratio of 1:1:2, right? In the ratio of 1:1:2 it is mixed. Next, second statement says, if the mixture is worth rupees 153 per kg, the entire mixture final resultant is given as 153. That means you should understand that you should apply alligation. Find the price of the third variety per kg, right? What is the price of the third variety per kg? That is the question. Now see here, think logically, sir. The question says, tea worth 126 per kg and 135 per kg are mixed. First variety is 126, second variety is 135, and they are mixed with third variety. That price only we are finding in the question, and they are mixed in the ratio 1:1:2. Now third variety is something which we got it later on, but first and second varieties is already known as 126 and 135. Observe carefully, it is given that first variety is mixed in the ratio 1, second variety 1. That means first and second varieties are mixed in the ratio 1:1. I hope it is clear. First and second varieties are mixed in the ratio 1:1. 1:1 is nothing but equal ratio, right? That means first and second varieties are mixed in equal ratios. If they are mixed in equal ratios, the resultant of those two average is nothing but average price is 126 plus 135 divided by 2, right? The average price of first and second variety is 136 plus 135 divided by 2, which you will get it as 130.5, right? Average of, if I combine these two values, the average is 130.5. Sir, why are you combining? Because the ratios of first and second varieties are mixed in equal quantities, right? They are mixed in equal quantities. Now listen to this carefully. They are mixed, those two are mixed with a third variety. I don't know what is the price of third variety. Similar kind of questions we solved 5 minutes before. The third variety mixture or the price, I'll call it as X. So first and second combined together is 130.5. Next is X, and the resultant of all these things, is given as 153, right? The resultant of all these three is given as 153. Now the same logic, Q1 by Q2 is nothing but X minus 153 divided by 153 minus 130.5. It is 22.5. But what is Q1 by Q2? Q1 by Q2 is nothing but if I mix first and second variety, 1 plus 1 becomes 2. So this entire both 2 becomes 2, and the third variety is also equal to 2. 2 is to 2 ratio they are mixed, or in other words it is mixed in 1 is to 1 ratio. Q1 by Q2 is 1 is to 1. The only unknown variable is x. Simplify for x. 175.5 is what you will get. This is similar to one of the question which we solved 2 problems or 3 problems before, where profit is given as 40%, selling price is 28 rupees. I hope you are able to understand it, sir. Narinder Pal Singh, 27 plus 18 plus 306, 351 by 2. How are you getting the 27, sir? Can you just explain? Probably after simplification you might be getting. Okay. I hope the logic is clear, sir. The third variety will cost 175.5. Vikrant, this is for you, Vikrant. Hitesh, if it is not 1 is to 1, you should make it equal. That is what I discussed in today's morning class. How to make it equal? Take the LCM, which I already discussed in today's morning class on mixtures. Nagarjuna, repeat. Okay. Narinder Pal, I understood the concept, sir. Now see here. For all the students who are asking me to repeat, first is 126, second is 135. But the first and second are mixed in equal ratio 1 is to 1. So combine it is 126. Average is nothing but sum of the quantity divided by number of quantities. It is 130.5. Combination of first and second price is 130.5. And the third price is nothing but x. The resultant of all three is given as 153. Q1 by Q2, apply it. X minus 153 divided by 153 minus 130.5. That is what I wrote here. But what is Q1 by Q2? First and second if I combine, 1 plus 1 becomes 2. And the third is also given as 2. 2 is to 2 is nothing but 1 is to 1. Further simplify the variable x, you will get the answer. Darshan, that is what I told for some other students, sir. If it is not a different ratio, if it is a different ratio, which is your question, you should actually make it as equal ratio, which I discussed with 3 problems in today's morning class of mixtures. I will not be able to repeat it again, sir. Every class is a continuation of a previous class. So I expect every of my students to attend every of the other classes also. For all the students who are again asking the same question, my answer still remains the same, sir. Chaitanya, this is for you, sir. You should make it equal. And I taught you how to make the ratios equal in morning class at 6:15 to 8 o'clock in today's session itself. Apply the same logic. For all the people who understood or attended my morning class will be able to correlate it much better. Next one. Amit Kumar, my answer for this question is, you have questioned how to develop this kind of approach when we are taught in classical manner. You have thought in classical manner, that is the reason you are sticking on to classical manner. Now I am teaching in a different manner, that is the reason I expect every student to think in a different manner. It is all about practice. Everything is coming to one parameter, one word called as practice, which is an 8-letter word, which is so important in everyone's life, sir. I hope it is clear, sir. You need to practice. There is no other way. It is not, Ravi, it is not a difference only for Q2, sir. Here also we are finding the difference. Did I not take difference in this case? X minus 153, I wrote the difference, right? Here it is, because both are numerical values, I wrote it as 153 minus 130.5 as 22.5. Okay, next one. Next, last two questions of today's class. Now see here, sir. Before solving this question, first let us understand a small concept. Suppose this is the price of first product. This is the first quantity mixed with price of second product. This is the second quantity. Average price is given by P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2 divided by Q1 plus Q2, which is what I discussed in the starting of today's class. That means if I simplify everything, finally I will get price of first quantity is given, second quantity is given, and average price P is given. The ratio in which the two products are mixed, Q1 by Q2, is nothing but P2 minus P divided by P minus P1. I also proved it. Now everyone listen to this carefully, sir. P1 is nothing but the price of first product. Q1 is nothing but the quantity, first quantity. Quantity or consumption, both are same. Both are synonyms. Quantity that you are purchasing is nothing but the consumption. That means this is the price, this is the consumption. Now everyone observe carefully. These are all prices. P1, P2 and P, they are all prices. If I am allocating the prices, I am getting the ratio of the consumptions, right? Whenever I allocate price, I will definitely get the ratio of consumption. Why? Because it is only because that price and consumption are inversely proportional to each other. Very, very important point. That means whenever any two parameters are inversely proportional to each other, if I allocate one parameter, then I will get the ratio of the other parameter, right? I will get the ratio of the other parameter. Now, sir, why are you discussing this? Because I need it for the next question. See here, same scenario for time, speed and distance. Speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. Right, speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. Suppose this is speed 1, speed 2, S is my average speed. If I allocate the speed, I will get the ratio of the time periods T1 by T2. This is given by S2 minus S divided by S minus S1, where S is nothing but the average speed, which we have discussed in our time, speed and distance topic. Very, very important point, sir. Whenever any two parameters are inversely proportional to each other, you allocate one parameter, you will get the ratio of the other parameter. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. C is nothing but consumption, Ravi. Consumption. C refers here for consumption, which I have written here. Any two parameters which are inversely proportional, allocate one, you will get the ratio of the other parameter. I hope it is clear. Now see here. Listen to this carefully. Now I will solve one of the very, very good question using this concept. See here, sir. I am drafting the question for you. The question is like this. A person travels 285 kilometers in 6 hours. First, let us read the entire question, then we will read statement by statement. A person travels 285 kilometers in 6 hours. He travels by bus at 40 kilometers per hour and he travels by train at 55 kilometers per hour. What is the distance traveled by the person by bus and train? Now see here. Average speed, which we have discussed in our time, speed and distance topic. Average speed is nothing but total distance divided by total time, right? Average speed is total distance divided by total time. Let us read the question one more time. The question says, a person traveled 285 kilometers in 6 hours. That means my average speed is nothing but total distance traveled is 285 kilometers. Total time is 6 hours. Average speed is 285 by 6 kilometers per hour. Next statement. He travels by bus at 40 kilometers per hour. In bus, he is traveling at 40 kilometers per hour and train at 55 kilometers per hour. In train, he is traveling at 55 kilometers per hour. Your question is, find the distance traveled by the person in bus and train. Right? Find the distance traveled by the person by bus and train. Now see here. This is speed. This is speed. This is also speed. When I allocate speed, I will get the ratio of time periods because speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. That means I will get the ratio of time taken in bus divided by time taken in train. This is 55 minus 285 by 6 divided by 285 by 6 minus 40. 285 by 6 minus 40. If I simplify by taking LCM 6, then I will get 45 by 45. 6 will get cancelled. It is 1 by 1. That means, can I say that time taken in bus is to time taken in train is nothing but 1:1. Right? It is 1:1. That means, time taken in bus is nothing but, okay, I'll write it here. Time taken in bus is nothing but, out of total 1 plus 1, 2 hours, 1 hour belongs to bus. And the total number of hours given in the question is 6 hours. Half of 6 hours is 3 hours. Similarly, time taken in train is, out of total 1 plus 1, 1 belongs to train. Total is 6. Half of 6 is 3. But they are not asking you how much time they have taken. The question is, what is the distance traveled by bus and train? Distance is equal to speed into time. That means distance traveled by bus. Distance by bus is speed of bus into time taken in bus. Speed of bus is 40. Time taken in bus is 3. 40 into 3 is 120 kilometers. Distance in train is nothing but speed of train into time taken in train. This is 55 into 3. 165 kilometers. If you want check it out, answer is 120 and 165. The sum of 120 plus 165 is nothing but what is given in the question as 285 kilometers. I hope the concept is clear. Whenever any two parameters are inversely proportional, allocate one, you will get the ratio of other parameter. These are all very, very good, excellent questions, sir. Varun, this is for you and all the other students who did not understand it. One more last time I am repeating, sir. Please listen to this. Bus is given as 40. Bus is given as 40. Train is given as 55. Average is nothing but 285 by 6. Allocate. This is speed, speed and speed. If I allocate speed, I will get ratio of time period because they are inversely proportional. Time taken in bus divided by time taken in train is nothing but 55 minus 285 by 6. That is what I wrote. 285 by 6 minus 40. That is what I wrote. Simplify by taking LCM, you will get 45 by 45, which is 1 by 1. That means time taken in bus is to time taken in train is nothing but 1:1. Right? This is 1:1. 1:1 is nothing but equal ratio. That means 6 hours is the total time taken, but it should be equally divided. Equally divided means it is bus is 3 hours and train is 3 hours. But the question is not time. Question is distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. Speed of bus is 40, which is given in the question. Time taken in bus is 3 hours, which we found out right now. 40 into 3 is 120. Speed of train is 55, which is given in the question. Time taken in train is 3 hours. 55 into 3 is 165. I hope Varun and Raj, it is clear. Very, very good, high quality questions, sir. These are all. I hope it is clear, sir. Next. Last question. You are right, sir. Whatever you mentioned is right. Because the distance is constant only, speed and time are inversely proportional. You are very true. Now, last question. Now, see here, sir. Before solving the last one, last question is a virginal cat examination question. See here, sir. Suppose now Ashutosh and other people, Kishore, how to approach the question without allegation. Right now I am discussing allegation, so I will only discuss by using allegation method. How to approach that, we will see it in different topics. See here, sir. Before solving the last question, suppose I have a pen. Everyone listen to this carefully. I have a pen. I purchased the pen for 10 rupees. Right? I purchased the 10 for 10 rupees. That is nothing but the cost price for me is 10 rupees. Now, what I will do is, I will sell this pen. I will sell this pen for the same 10 rupees to you. I will sell this pen for the same 10 rupees to you. Now, my question for you is, what is the profit I am getting? Am I getting any profit or not? If I am getting, what is the profit? I will wait for your answer for 10 seconds, sir. I have a pen. I purchased that pen for 10 rupees. I sold the pen for same 10 rupees for you. What is the gain? What should be the answer? I am just waiting for your reply in the live chat. Varun Reddy said as no profit. Pranshu no profit. Chetan no profit. Naveen said no. We will wait for another 5 people's comment. No profit, no loss. 0. No profit, no profit. Okay. Now see here, sir. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. Again I am repeating. Please listen to this very, very carefully. Usually I will not give such kind of questions easily. Listen to this carefully. What is my question? I took a pen. I purchased that pen for 10 rupees. And I sold the same pen for same 10 rupees for you. I asked you a question, what is the profit? You said that there is no profit and there is no loss. No profit, no loss may not necessarily be the right answer. It may not necessarily be the right answer. Why? Because, now see here, think logically. I purchased the pen for 10 rupees. When I purchased the pen for 10 rupees, the pen was completely filled with ink. I am just giving a small example. The pen was completely filled with ink, and I sold the same pen for same 10 rupees for you. But when I am selling you the same pen, I used 3/4 of the ink in the pen. Only remaining 1/4 of the ink is present in the pen. That means when I purchased the pen was completely filled with ink, and I sold it at the same price of 10 rupees for you. But before I sold it to you, I used 3/4 of the ink in the pen. Only remaining 1/4 of the ink is present. That means, am I not having profit? Definitely I have profit in that case. That means, please remember, please underline this statement. Most of the students whom I have seen will make this statement saying that no profit, no loss, which might be incorrect. Why? Because I am saying that when I purchased it, it was completely filled. When I gave you, it was only 1/4 remaining. That means I am having a profit, may not be in terms of money, but in terms of some other parameters. Very, very important thing that you need to remember is profit. Profit may not necessarily be in terms of money always. Please remember that point. Profit may not be necessarily in terms of money always. It can be any other means also. Suppose you are walking on the road. You saw the phone on the road. When you saw the phone, you took the phone, kept it in the pocket. That is nothing but a profit for you. Unless and until you sell that phone to some other person and make it as a money transaction, that is still profit in terms of some other parameter, right? Profit necessarily need not be in terms of money, right? Now listen to this carefully, sir. Now I will draft you the question. This question, whatever I am solving right now, it is the original CAT examination question. People can check it out in Google or CAT websites or whatever it is, wherever you have CAT papers, you will find this question exactly the same way. Now see here. Listen to this carefully. This is nothing but the original CAT examination question. Now first let us read the question. The question says, in what proportion must water be mixed with spirit? I want to mix water with spirit to gain 16.67% profit by selling at cost price. Put it as very, very important point. By selling at cost price. That means I am selling that parameter at the price whatever I purchased for. That is what I explained 2 minutes before also, right? That means in what proportion, let us understand the question in a different way. Now what they are asking in this question is, there is some mixture which is mixture of water and spirit. Whatever I purchased that particular mixture, for the same price I sold it for you. Even though I sold it at the same price at which whatever I purchased that mixture for, I will still gain 16.67% profit, and that is only possible if I mix it in some proportion. So your question is, even though you sold it at the same price, if you still want to gain 16.67% profit, at what proportion you need to sell that mixture? That is the question. I hope it is clear. Now see here. The question says, there are two parameters, water and spirit, right? There are two parameters, water and spirit. Water is available free of cost. That means cost price of water is 0, right? Cost price of water is 0. Spirit, I don't know the cost price of spirit. I will assume the cost price as 1 rupee. You can take any other value, finally end up with the same answer. I will assume the cost price as 1 rupee. Now this is cost price. This is cost price. They are saying that by selling at cost price, that means cost price is 1. I am selling at the same 1 rupees again. But they are all different parameters. If this is cost price, this is cost price. This also should be cost price. Convert it to cost price, then you can actually convert. Then you can actually apply allegation. Please do not apply right now itself and make it incorrect. Now we know that selling price is cost price into 1 plus profit percentage. In fact, you can solve this without using formula also, which I have discussed in profit, loss and discount topic, sir. Well, that means they are selling that when the selling price is 1 rupee, cost price I don't know, and when the profit percentage is 16.67, 1 by 6, what is the cost price? If I simplify, cost price will be, so 1 is equal to cost price into 7 by 6, cost price will be 6 by 7. That means rephrase the diagram right now. If I rephrase the diagram, water is 0 cost price, spirit is 1 cost price, resultant cost price is 6 by 7. All these things are cost prices. Now you can allegate. If I apply allegation, water by spirit is 1 minus 6 by 7. 1 minus 6 by 7 divided by 6 by 7 minus 0. 6 by 7 minus 0. This is 1 by 7 by 6 by 7. 7 will cancel. It is 1 by 6. That means the answer is 1 by 6. That means what they are saying in the question is, even though you are selling to your friend at the price whatever you have purchased for, and still if you are getting 16.67%, that means you should have definitely mixed that proportions in the mixture of 1:6. Then only you can still get that particular logic. I hope it is clear, sir. Very, very excellent question, which was asked in one of the toughest examination in India, called as CAT examination. For all the people who don't know, CAT is one of the toughest examination. CAT is considered as mother of all the examination. if you are knowing how to prepare and how to crack the questions in CAT examination, you can actually crack any other examination which is coming below that. Bank PO, SSC, IBPS, SBI PO, whatever examination which comes below, you can easily clear it, sir. Profit is 1 by 6, sir. I am very sorry, Ramya, I cannot explain you as of now. Profit is 1 by 6, 16.67 is 1 by 6. Is discussed in one of my topic called as percentages. You need to listen to that topic to know how it is. Now see here, sir. This is one of the methods that you can implement. Instead of doing all these things, method 2 for this question. Now see here. The question says, in what proportion should water be mixed with spirit to gain 16.67% by selling at cost price? The most important point in this problem is water is available free of cost. One is water, one is spirit. Now listen carefully, sir. Whenever the first parameter is available free of cost according to the question, whenever the first parameter is available free of cost, whatever the profit percentage which is given in the question, that profit percentage itself will be the answer. That means answer for this question is 1 by 6. Straightforward, you can tell the answer. Very easily, within 1 second you can tell the answer. Suppose if the question is given as 37.5% here, you need not solve all these points and waste your time. Directly you can tell 37.5 answer is 3 by 8, which we discussed in our percentage class. I hope everyone is clear, sir. If it is available free of cost, then directly whatever the value percentage given, that should be the final answer. Now before I wind up the session, I just saw some of the students saying that they are new for today's class. This is for you, sir. You can call me to my number or you can SMS to my number in WhatsApp, so that I can add you into the WhatsApp group. There is a WhatsApp group which is happening right now, where students keep discussing so many doubts in that WhatsApp group. Probably you learn a lot of new things if you are a part of this WhatsApp group. That is the first update. Second update is the schedule for next class. Vikrant, this is for you and all the other students. The schedule for next class will also be provided in the WhatsApp group. So my request is for you to get added and every other student to get added to the WhatsApp group. So schedule will be sent in the WhatsApp group. That is the second update. And the third update is, we have been telling you a lot of times about the 96 plus hours of video content. This 96 plus hours of video content will make actually listen to all the concepts of ANIL NAIR classes which we are explaining right now, and with so many other topics without any problem. That means you can listen to it at any point of a time, anywhere, wherever you are located, whenever you are comfortable. The best thing about this is, because it's a video content of our live original classes, you can rewind it, listen again, you can again rewind, again listen, you can rewind it, pause it, you can replay it, you can listen to the same content as many times as possible, right? As many times as possible. And I see that there are some of the best offers also which are happening, where one of our team members from ANIL NAIR classes is posting. You can call to know more about this 96 hours of course, and also whatever the offer which is happening right now, which I am not that clearly what do you say, I am not that clear with whatever the package that is there right now or the offer, you can call to any of these two numbers. This number is one of the director's number. Please call her and know more details about the 96 hours class. Or you can also call me to my number if you think that you want to directly communicate with me and know more about the 96 hours package. For all the students, right now in this topic of allegations, probably I discussed 9 problems if I am not wrong, but in our video course of 96 hours, there will definitely be more than 9 problems. That means I will not be able to take all the questions which are being which are actually required because of time constraint. But the video class will make you listen to all the models and you can actually listen to the same content again and again and again for one huge year of validity. The validity will be for 1 year. I saw there is a student asked saying that, sir, please explain for 3 solutions. I will not be able to explain right now because of time constraint, but that is definitely available in this 96 hours of video content. I hope I have taken this particular topic of averages, mixtures and alligations in the best possible way where my students can solve the questions in the best shortcuts available. For all the people, again I am repeating, only for the first few people this opportunity is available, sir. One time opportunity. It will be very soon, it will be bombarded with a huge prize. Before it happens, do not regret at that point of a time. Be happy at right now at this point of a time and get to this opportunity. Thank you everyone for attending the session. Tomorrow, I am just telling the session. Tomorrow the class will be at 6:15 in the morning. Morning 6:15 to 7:45 the class will happen. Again evening 6 o'clock to 7:30 the class will happen. And the topic in both the cases is ratios. That means whatever I discussed in the morning session of ratio, evening session is nothing but the continuation of the morning session. If you have missed out it in the morning, you might not understand properly in the evening session. I hope it is very clear for everyone, sir. Thank you everyone for attending the session. Have a great night. Thank you.
You can learn any subject, anywhere, any place, and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our revolutionary app for free AMC.